Good evening, my friends, and today we're going to talk about a very kind of important topic for my channel of three subscribers. Oh, let me just. Alright, we don't need that. So, what we're talking about is November plans. If you have looked at the past few of my videos, the last model I touched was the F17. I don't know if you can see that or not. But that's the last model I had touched and built together, and that was about 3 weeks ago. Now the rest of my videos from then or before then are just me repainting old models, which means I haven't laid my hands on a tank since Mouse Project in summer. It's now the beginning of fall, and I thought I should pick up some stuff to start a really small stash of models here. We have two models. This one I'm going to save for late November. This is an early Christmas present. And this one I'm going to do early November. Just so I can get a video out between there. Because at first I thought I was going to have a model for 1 or 2 months to put out. Until Christmas when I get hit with 3 of them. But now I'm going to get hit with 2. But they're going to be very special projects. I also gathered up enough money to get me a KV-2. So we're going to do this one first. And we're going to review both of them. Alright, so the first one we're going to review is KV-2. Because this one is the one that's going to come out in early November, and we have, well, first let me cut out all the plastic parts. I'll be right back. Now here we are in brilliant 4K quality. I don't know, maybe. It depends on the editing. Usually it looks really good on an iPhone, and you edit it, and then you put it through video and you watch it on a computer and it's kind of low quality. I recently figured out how to switch the settings on my phone to 4K, so it should be a little bit higher quality. According to the computer, it's already at 1080p, but the pixels kind of get distorted as you run it through editing and upload it to YouTube and put it on a different screen. But now it should be better. Anything from here is low quality is just the phone and the fact that there might be a stain on the lens that I haven't cleaned yet. But let's jump into the model. We have these 2 rubber band tracks. Often come with tomato kits. It's not too unusual, only there's not really a texture on the inside of the kit here. Let me get that to focus. Not really any texture in here. Here we go. But there is good texture outside. There's a little knob here. It's one of the older kits where you had to either burn or super glue the tracks together to get them good length. I remember we did this with my Sherman. I just heated up a screwdriver with my blowtorch at my uncle's house. I might get replacement tracks down the road, but right now it's not really too important that these tracks look super good. Because it is a Tamiya kit. These kits are engineered so you just pop off the wheels and get right going. Now, we have another part here is a single piece upper hull. I think they did really good. The bolt heads show up. You don't have any photo etch in this box. I looked through this box as I was cutting out all the pieces, and there is no photo etch. But I think that's because just the quality wasn't there at the time. It's actually not a bad kit despite there being no photo etch. And I kind of like that there's not photo etch. Photo etch is something I haven't mastered yet, because you can't bond it with normal modeling glue, so you have to go in there with a toothpick and some Gorilla Glue to attach it to the model. But overall, this is not bad. Now, this little strange piece in here, what they have done is that they've made it into, this is a two-part turret, and these pieces bond together, and then the actual, it's reversed. If you look at a, let me get Sherman out. Look at a normal Tamiya kit, you have the bottom of the turret that goes into here, and it has this ring that you would put the turret into. Well, with this Tamiya kit, it's in reverse. The ring on the hull goes into the turret. I thought that was a little funny when I looked at it. It is a ridiculously big turret though, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. Just move that out of the way. Trying to make this video too long. I can only post 15-minute long videos. We have a bathtub style hull. The suspension's already put on there. It's not bad. It's still, to me, a quality model. Even if it is old model, it still goes good straight. A little kit for the batteries. The old Tamiya models, the really old one, used to run on batteries. and this thing would roll around, which explains the rubber tracks and why everything has poly caps. Most of these models are now static models. It's not bad, but I like the kit that rolled around a little bit, like their Mark V kits. They're doing a really good job with taking some of the tanks and turning them into single motor tanks, like the new Mark IV they have out, and I believe they have a B1 BIS out that also has a motor clipped together tracks. Here we have turret parts and parts for the hull. We got boxes that fit alongside the hull here. Actually really good casted steel texture. We have top turrets. Got everything to make a turret. There actually won't be a giant seam down the middle that we have to fix because this gun mountlet will cover the seam. We got the back, the inside of the gun mountlet, I should say, that fits into everything. We got pieces here. We got a 2-part barrel, but like I said, this is an older kit, so that's to be expected. We have wheels here. Just wheels sprocket. I will include a slideshow with all the pictures. Here we have a bunch of poly caps, and then we have various hull parts here and gas tank parts, and we have extra treads here. I'm not entirely sure what these parts are for. That might be the parts that connect the sprocket to the hull, and we have one character here. So we have a good instruction manual and decals. Now I did pick this up at the hobby store. This is a custom decal kit for a LaserJet printer. So if you want a decal, you accidentally break a decal, and you just really want a nice custom decal out there, you have this sheet that you can put into your LaserJet printer and print out. You can use the sheet multiple times if you want. Like, I'm not going to print entire sheets out. I'm probably going to just print 1 or 2 things, probably less than the size of an inch. But that is the KV-2 kit coming out in early November. Now, for those who are the fans of the anime Girls in Panzer, I have a little something for you. Now, if you've been keeping up, you're just scrolling through Facebook posts and happen to see something. Anyways, they have a new group of tanks, and one of them includes this little Frenchy tank from World War I here. And I thought that was kind of odd, but what I did was went to the hobby store and picked up this color, which this tank is. I did get their custom decal sheet, so we can put those decals on there. I might have to do a little bit of measuring, but we're gonna go through this kit. Now, what excites me the most about this kit is the full interior. Mang does a lot of interior kits, and they're really good with their World War I kits, and this tank happens to be one with the interior. We just have some strips of road wheels right here. I'm sure that's focusing too well. Or not. We have firewalls. I'm not exactly sure what this is. These parts are here. I'm gonna have to look at some pictures first to know what these are. But I believe over here is some parts for the internal part of the engines. We have suspension pieces here. Like I said, I'll get you pictures of all of these. And we have the bottom of the hull. I believe this is the back seat. Some seat cushions. We have the little tail they put on so they can increase trench crossing gaps. Here we have the internal floor. By internal floor, I mean this sits inside the model and acts as a little floor piece. We have, I believe, the top back of the turret. We have a turret ring that plugs inside the model. We have the 2 halves of the model. And here are some road wheels. Now we have a choice between the metal ones and the wooden ones. I'm probably going to go with the metal ones here because they look the nicest. And in here we have there's a piece. Now you can see the turret on this thing is ridiculously small. This was only a 2-person tank, but the detail on this is not bad at all. This is a very small tank. Now what also excites me about this kit is the addition of these little clipped together tracks. I was excited about these because I love little clipped together tracks. They have a very realistic feel to them, and they look even better if they're working too. Yeah, there we go. So you just clip them together like this, and now all of a sudden you have workable tracks, which is great because you can get realistic sags out of this kind of stuff, or realistic wraparounds without any gluing. You can always take them off and put them back on if need be. We have a decal sheet and a little bit of photo etch. I'm not too keen on photo etch, but I will try to put it on there. And if I mess up, I'll just do my best mask. Now, we do have springs and little metal pieces in here to make a working suspension system. We also have the decal sheet. Make sure I can pick up all these little track pieces here and get them back to the box. We have a kind of thick instruction sheet here. This is a full interior kit, so I wouldn't expect it to be a very light thing, but it is very thick. Here we have the instructions, some painting options, all your tools, your normal stuff. Yeah, this thing isn't going to be very big. It does include a Hotchkiss 1914 machine gun, which I thought was a little bit odd, but I'm fine with it. Like I said, this kit has a full exterior, and I'm really excited to get this in late November. Or mid-November. It depends on which day is a rainy day. Here we have pieces for the suspension system. That's those ammunition carriers. That's for the ammunition cells. We got engine pieces. We got little ammo racks. This thing has it all. I thought this was super thick because of the internal pieces, but it's really just explaining. Oh, here's a parts list. There we go, it tells you what everything is. Alright. Now I'm gonna start a little slideshow with up-close shots of all these sprues and their little pieces.